It says a lot about the world we live in today, where you see a headline and you know exactly what they're talking about and exactly how the film would have played out and where they would have put the character, just because of the status of the world today and what they were trying to do in a different time. So in a recent report that first popped up on Bleeding Cool, we got to learn some news about Iron Man 3. Specifically, the kid, aka the Sidekick, as many people would like to refer to him as, from Iron Man 3, who of course was at the time played by a very young, I guess you could say, was he even a teenager at that time? I'm not really sure. Anyways, whatever, the kid from Iron Man 3, right? Apparently, they were looking at different directions for this character, specifically for the Sidekick role. And originally, when it came to executives there, and when they figured, okay, we need to break into the Chinese market, we need to really put in something there that's going to attract Chinese audiences, they were like, well, what exactly are we going to do? And Kevin Feige and Lois D'Esposito came up with the Chinese version of Iron Man 3, which, if you guys know, includes a whole entire subplot that takes place in China. And of course, this was rather important for them because this really kicked off Marvel's big initiative to see if Marvel could sell in the Asian markets, and it worked. Now, one of the other executives said, hey, that kid you got in that script for Iron Man 3, what if we just make him a Chinese kid? And also, we can have a business executive that's actually the father of the Chinese kid that ties deeper into the plot. And apparently this was taken by Kevin Feige and D'Esposito in a sort of way where they just sat there, looked at each other, and they were like, so you want us to pander by doing short round, like Indiana Jones style, but in today's day and age and climate, that's gonna come off awful. And no, we can't do that because that's not going to work, and that's not how we're going to break into the Chinese market, because that seems forceful and it would completely require a rewrite to the central plot and ideas of Iron Man 3, which at the time, as you guys already know, went through multiple of them because, Bob Iger didn't really give everything to Kevin Feige yet, and we also had Ike Perlmutter pulling strings and getting rid of female characters in that film. So the last thing you'd want to do is come off like you're just trying to pander to some people in another territory in the most forceful way. So it looks like we definitely dodged a bullet there, because obviously it would have come off really forced, and then at the end you'd have to reveal, oh, guess what, that Chinese kid, yeah, his dad's also a villain. Yeah, that would not have helped at all.